Good morning, everyone. Neil here, aka the Colonel. My new part of my new avatar is the Sound Wizard. Because sounds are important, and my reference to sound is speech. The sounds we say, the sounds we think, and how that correlates in orchestrating who we are, who we're becoming, who we're not, who we were, and who we are yet to be, and all the other elements that coincide with that. And this little video is tapping on to the speech system that you've developed, where you may not exactly be seeing or noticing an underlying depth to these words and how they set up what will the word be for this? They are setting up a foundation in your subconscious that's either going to be negative or positive. Now I would like to use an example here. I need to use these words so you can understand this. Now, a lot of people say things in a jokingly manner. Now, the thing is, 70% of that is true. Whether that is true or not, but I feel that is pretty much bang on, because you say you're joking to dismiss what you just spoke out, the sound. So you're sounding the thinking, hence Sound Wizard, understanding this, that speaking is the sound of your thoughts, right? Now, you greet someone, you say hello, they ask you a question, hey, how'd you sleep last night? And let's say you sent them a video about improving their mindset, like a good video about self-improvement, okay? And they respond, oh, yeah, hey, man, I slept in, oops, must have been that video you sent me. Bang. Now, to them, they're like, oh, well, I watched the video and it was good. It was like I felt relaxed. And therefore I slept in. So they're looking at it as positive. But what is actually happening here at a deeper and more precise level in the language and the sound and on the subconscious mind is this, that you said, oops. Now, what does oops usually come from? A mistake, meaning, oh, that wasn't the best thing to do. So you've watched something that was good for you, good for your mind, was going into your subconsciousness while you fell asleep, okay? That's also why you fell asleep. If you're listening to stuff that shuts off your consciousness as you're falling asleep and overrides your consciousness and activates your subconsciousness, you go into a deeper sleep. Okay, but the fact that if that person says, oops, oh shit, it must have been your fucking video, they put a negative context on that. Then this is sitting in the subconscious mind that, hey, don't listen to self-improvement things. Don't do things that make you feel better or can improve you, because you'll sleep in. So you're setting up this foundation, this clause in the subconscious mind, so that there's a resistance next time you go to watch a fucking self-improvement video. And it'll be there, it'll be up in front of you, and you'll want to watch it, but a part of you will be like, oh, but not. It's not saying, it won't say to you, oh, remember you fell asleep. No, but there's a subconsciousness behind this, okay? So that is what is going on at a deeper level. Look at your speech patterns. Look at what you're saying. And even if you're like, I was just joking, your subconscious mind doesn't know that, okay? All it knows is speech and sound. Please understand this, because thinking, right? speaking is your thinking in sounds. Once you start to speak out a thought, now you're putting a physical element to it. Sound, okay? You're able to register a sound. We're not necessarily able to register a thought, only you can. But once the thought is spoken and a sound is connected to the thought, it now becomes an external physical element, which you now register via audio. Okay. Once you register this audio, its physical presence, you're now contributing back into the mind, because now you're thinking on a subconscious level, or you're reinforcing the thought via speech, via sound. Hence why affirmations have a powerful effect when said, when spoken at a certain tempo and with certain feeling and certain emotion. This reinforces the sound, which reinforces the thought. Is it making sense? So this is what's happening, okay? We'll recap. When someone asks, they send you a video about self-improvement, and your response is, yeah, good, but oops, I slept in. Must have been the video you sent me. That is setting up a negative context to anything that has the ability to improve you on your subconscious level. If you don't grasp that, okay, let's say you've been working really fucking hard, doing really long hours. So that will be the cause of why you slept in. But then you need to say to you, do you actually need to highlight that event or circumstance? You could simply say to someone, hey, good morning, I listened to your video, man, I had a really good sleep. Bang. Now what have we just done then? We've taken out that negative nail or staple, okay? We're stapling a negative onto that. This time we didn't. We just said, good morning, had a wonderful sleep, must have been the video you sent me. Now I've just set up a positive reinforcement. Now I've fastened a positive on a subconscious level to something that was actually positive to me. So I've doubled up, I've amplified it. I haven't contradicted it or counteracted it or created a resistance to it by intervening with something that's of a negative context on a subconscious fucking level. There's other things, okay? So now that that's said, I appreciate Facebook, I appreciate Instagram. If you're on YouTube, you're not sure, you want to get into this realm, where do I start? I don't know what content. Just go onto Facebook. If you're into self-improvement and you're looking to develop who you are as a human being and bring benefit and that into this world, whether it's a physical presence or a digital presence, there are plenty of people that are representing the counteraction to what they're representing the counter action, or they're representing the lack of developing self-improvement. So there's plenty out there. Go look on posts, go and look at people's comments. So flowing on from that, allow me to use this as also another example. Especially in the dating and relationship game, so many people are telling themselves a story so much. Now we're talking about this fastening and stapling on all of these fucking negative contexts all over them fucking self, that they become so heavy and so engulfed in this story, in these sounds, okay? Because even when you type it, you think it, okay, there's a level. But as soon as it comes out of the fucking mouth, from the mind onto sound, whoa. Now we've just entered the physical realm, okay? That's where it becomes really powerful. You're speaking, or spelling. To speak is to cast a spell. Think about that. Isn't that interesting, ladies and gentlemen? When you're writing something and someone says, oh, you didn't spell that correctly. So that's super important before I go in. I'm sort of left in writing here, but it all will come back to the same track. When you're spelling, you're using a lot of abbreviations, and you're missing vowels and all of this type of thing. Okay? You're spelling incorrectly. Therefore, what you're seeking to cast out is going to come to you intermittently and broken, because your inability, your laziness to spell things in their full entirety. Now, just in that, what I've just said is super powerful. That's a super nugget, and I will suggest that from here on in, you actually take your time and spell things correctly. Be neat, be conscious of what you're writing and what you're communicating, and put it out there in its fullest. The word with 5 letters is a word with 5 letters. Not 3, not 2, not 4. Okay? And you're wondering why things aren't exactly going your way? Even if it may look like someone on social media they're killing it, right? We're talking about different dynamics. That doesn't mean they're killing it truly in their real life. Just think about that. Right, so we're going on to example 2. We're looking at a dating and relationship post, and they were mentioning that, hey, I mean, a lot of this is just fucking simple intellect, but really, some people need to put it out there. Look, if you're in a situation, in a relationship, or you're keen on someone and you're just not getting any reciprocation, then yes, of course, move the fuck on, because they're obviously not into you. Now, someone responded and said, well, what if I'm terrible at communicating with people and I'm an introvert? That is a fucking cop out big time. Okay? So this person says, what if you're terrible? Negative. They're building up this foundation, this subconscious block. Okay? And they're telling this story, and I bet they tell this story all the time. Okay? So if that is your story, then you must be willing to accept the consequences from your lack of improving your own self. Okay? Otherwise, what's happening is you're telling yourself this story in order not to do. You see what I'm getting at? So you want a certain outcome, but you're speaking and communicating something that contradicts that outcome prevailing. Because what are you spelling? What are you casting out into your world? Every single thing that contradicts and counteracts and creates a resistance to the true outcome that you desire, because your unwillingness to become part of that which you desire. So to become part of that which you desire involves certain elements. Health, mental health, okay? Studying, not just reading a book, but studying a book, meaning take from the book what the book was designed to give you. You understand? So for many times, I read many books. I read the books. I'm like, man, I'm reading all these books and nothing's happening. It's as if you think magic dust comes out. Ooh, whoa, oh, that book was amazing. I feel awesome. I'm on top of the world. Wow, that book changed my life. No, you changed your life. What you did is you took content, you took information, you gathered it, you studied it, you chewed on it, you spat it out, you moved it all around, you looked at, oh, okay, that's what makes that and that. You got down deep, ladies and gentlemen. You got to dive deep. Ralph Smart, diving deep. Okay, diving deep. That's what it's about. It's about getting in under the layers of things and really understanding. Look at the word to understand, to stand under that which you seek to know more about. Because when you stand under, you look the fuck up. Make sense? So you can take these things, these statements, these sentences, and these words, and dissect them and break them down to really give yourself a clearer perspective. Now, fairly lengthy video, which they usually are when I'm onto something that needs to get out there. How can you break this down and make it even more simple? I could take the nuggets out of this little video and make a 1-3 minute video with fancy pictures and a narrative, and maybe that would get across to people. But sometimes that is only a band-aid solution and will only last in the moment that you're in. Make sense? That's that. Oh, I feel motivated now, and then you're not motivated. Because you need to take all of these things that you're putting in on you, either negative context, and replace them with the concept. You need to rebuild yourself, pretty much. Rebuild the mind, rebuild the subconsciousness, so that which is on the foundational level, okay, when you redo your foundation, that every time you build up from that, that's where you have the situation where things become a natural response, or a second nature, or a lifestyle. You understand that? So back to the books, back to the videos, you read this, you watch that. It's not going to change you because your lifestyle is not congruent with the information you're watching, where you want something better and something greater. Okay? That's how that happens. You understand? So take notice, pay attention, look at the people around you. Use them as guinea pigs. Listen to what they're saying and what they're doing, what they're watching, what they're listening to, and how they are. How's their health? And what band-aid solutions are they doing? And then they're turning around saying this is not working and that's not working. The question then is, are you working on making it work? All right, people. Be good, be great, be brilliant. Joining this lovely sunshine as I live my lifestyle and learn more about me through my own compromises, through my own choices and decisions, and finding out firsthand, are they bringing an improvement in my life? And then from there, sharing that out to you all, my understandings, my clarity, and what I believe will bring benefit to you as an individual, and then the ripple effect of that. So stay tuned. Plug into a couple of sources that you relate to, that you feel you're getting benefit out of. Whether it's me, the guy down the road, okay, or the girl next door. Either plug in to a circle, to your own little circle of improvement. Let's call it the lifestyle expansion realm. And just plug in on that and plug in on that. And people are going to notice you doing this, and they're going to counteract, and they're going to speak, and they're going to spell out, and they're going to sound things that will cause resistance because their lack of understanding. Okay? Because you got to look at, hey, what foundations have they built over the fucking years on a subconscious level? So no matter how much you speak out and try to counteract the spell with your own wizardry, it won't have any effect on them. Okay? Because there's just too great a resistance. So that's when you just need to accept that, okay, that's that. and build up your own resistance so that can't penetrate you and interfere with where you want to go in your world, in your realm. See you.